Hi guys, so I was part of the parking lot orthomosaic group, and our goal was to create a 2D orthomosaic of the Horace Williams parking lot. This airport hasn't been used since like May 2018, so don't think any airplanes will be using our data in parking, but still really interesting to see how we could generate a map just with the drone like really accurately. Um, so our goal in our research was to compare the accuracy of models generated with ground control points and without ground control points. And so how do we do it? We were able to use the DJI Phantom 4 RTK drone with the base station. And I don't think anyone else was able to use this RTK drone. But what's special about it, you can see here, is this drone has a RTK GPS receiver. The base station has a GPS receiver as well. It's at a known fixed location, and they measure the same satellite signals. And the GPS receiver at the base station measures the satellite signals and computes error, and then transmits it back to the drone. And this allows for the drone to get like centimeter level accuracy compared to like a normal drone, which is kind of like just based on GPS will be like within a few meters, but not nearly as precise. So you kind of need this to do like professional level surveying and actual research just to make sure you're precise. So here's our flight parameters. We went in like a pretty big trapezoid here because we wanted to leave lots of boundary so we can make sure we could pick up all the parking spots like really clearly in our model, and that worked really well. Um, we just did a single grid because 2D model, and we flew at 50 meters. Um, the cameras on the drone really good, so it wasn't too high at all. 80% overlap on both. And then we went straight down 90-degree nadir because just a 2D model again. Our flight time was only 8 minutes, but we got 444 photos and uploaded them to Pix4D where we did all the model generation and stuff, and I think Josh will talk about that more. So what's one of the most important things of our project was the use of GCPs and checkpoints. So basically we used these squares and we measured them using the MLID reach to get hyper accurate coordinates of these points. We used three of them as ground control points, which means we inputted them into our model manually, and so it could kind of correct the model for accuracy. Um, while like the other three checkpoints, we did not input into the model, and then we looked at the drone or look at the orthomosaic, found this exact spot, saw what the model told us it would be, and then we can compare it to what the MLID reach told us, which is what it actually is. So here's our accuracy data. You might be thinking, oh, you guys are missing some bars. No, this is just the error to checkpoint. This is how small it is with the ground control points. I'd include this little table to show you guys. It's really small. Um, so this is without ground control points. There was a 0.04 feet error, um, which is still pretty small. Then here we have a negative 0.596 feet, so and this one 0.648. So the elevation without ground control points, like Dr. Bell said in class, was the biggest discrepancy. But then once we added our ground control points, they all essentially went to zero. I think we had the RTK drone, we added GCPs, it just made for a really accurate model, and Colin will tell us how we tested it further.